Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is good. Looks like I left a bunch of junk on my workbench. So good morning, ITT from yesterday. Good morning, Franco. And good morning, Mr. Ireland. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is well. I am a bit more well rested, but not enough to compensate for yesterday. Yesterday would have been a disaster. Let's just be candid about that. If I wouldn't have canceled yesterday, it would have been a disaster. Good morning, Locke. How are you? Well, got a couple things to show all of you. Hey, good morning, Mr. JB. I was going through like old boxes and stuff to find that stupid Wi-Fi dongle, and I didn't find it, but I did find this nice BMW genuine leather document holder. Never owned a BMW, but had friends that worked at a dealership, so that's probably where that's from, but I don't remember ever getting this. Also been prototyping some stuff. My outboard tiller handle is now fixed. So there's that. Been watching a bunch of boat ramp videos too. Pretty crazy. So let's get started. What are we doing here again? Oh yeah, so I should have, this should be ready to go. Let me plug this in, see if she starts up. Did end up buying a Wi-Fi dongle for the SBC, so we could work on that today. Also, good morning, Dirty Yankee, 911. Also, I ended up paying for a month of Claude Code. That purchase was nothing short of incredible. So some of you might know, I've talked about it on other streams, that I have been working on some software to track my tax expenses, and subscribing to Claude Code. I mean, I revamped this thing like 20 times over. It is such a powerful piece of software now, and I've used like 14% of my weekly allotment of the AI use. Claude Code is incredible, and I may end up subscribing for a year. I would, Dirty Yankee, I would strongly recommend it. I thought like Gemini Pro, because I have my college account still has Gemini Pro access. Not, I can't do like, I don't have the API access. I can't use like anti-gravity or whatever, but I still have the Pro chat window. Claude Code destroys. Like honestly, it took 15 minutes to achieve what I could on Gemini in like 7 hours. It is incredible. Let me just get this booted up. It is nothing short of incredible. Let me see. So here is the SBC, the Orange Pi PC. Now with Wi-Fi. Web browser? Does web browser work now? I only installed Wi-Fi, confirmed that it worked, and then stopped using it because I wanted to discover this stuff with you guys. So the web browser doesn't work. Okay. Package installer. Got to be some packages there. Hello? Can I not install Firefox? Package installer. Software updater. Updater? I want to install a web browser. That did nothing. Okay. Is this just terminal here? Terminator? Why do I have two different terminals? And that one. Whatever. Oh. Okay. Okay. Close. Yeah. Hopefully Firefox works. 114 megabytes. Do it. Failed. Oops. Permission denied. Oh boy. You stopped? Oh, go away. Okay, okay. Updating. How's it going, Jackie? Okay, getting updates. I thought I did this already, but I guess I really didn't. You know what? I wish Claude would like sponsor the channel because I'm paying. But honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest here with you guys. It costs 1 month of Claude costs $32 Canadian, taxes included. And if I would have asked someone to make me the software that I made, it would have been like $5,000. It's crazy. And I've got some wild ideas for this stream, whether it be for this stream or the next one. And I plan on trying to use way more of my Claude subscription And like, I'm not like, I didn't give up on learning to code. It's just that it's tax season now, and it would have taken me like a year to get as far as I did in 30 minutes. So I think it's pretty freaking cool. Actually, Curtis, let me just confirm that my software, while we stare at a blank screen, let me just confirm that my software works, and I will send it to you. Are you at home right now or at work, Mr. Ireland? Just want to confirm something. Coding projects. You're at home? Okay, yeah, because I wouldn't want to run my software. You have a Windows machine? I just want to confirm that my software doesn't need any of the support folders. It should just generate it. Let me see. See if it generates it. That's the one thing I didn't check, is I didn't check if it works on other. Okay. It should work. I will package in the test data as well. Copy here. Oh, nice. Very nice. Look at you, Mr. Responsible. Okay, 7-zip at archive. This is taking forever. Password. Okay, so that's done. 55 packages can be upgraded. How do I upgrade everything? It says apt list upgradable. Jesus. Okay, can you just go apt upgrade, apt update, sudo apt upgrade. Is it sudo or sudo? How's it going, ITT? Okay, let me go to Drive. So I'll send it to you, Curtis, and I'll also demo it in a moment. Where's the zip? Why can I not up storage used? Yeah. New folder. Do I want to continue? Yes. How big is the folder? It's 90 megabytes. Holy crap. Share. Oh my God. Google, your freaking stuff is broken. Copy link. Realize it's Thursday. You'd be doing homework. How old are you? Wait, don't answer that. Usually if you have to ask. All right. I sent you the link. Password is your name with a capitalized first letter. I'm gonna show the chat. The bin men have been. The bin men have been. Oh, the British. Okay, so the Raspberry Pi is, or the orange pie is hot. And I don't know if I'm doing a good job here. Like if I should be doing this. I don't even know how much space I have on this particular thing. System. I believe having 2 applications running is going to be too much for this Orange Pi PC. Okay, so RAM, we only have 1 gig and we're halfway filled. Looks like the CPU's not fully crazed out. So it's going. Oh, you're in your mid-40s. Ah, okay. I'm in my late now 30s. Hooked on phonics. Yeah, garbage truck. Well, to be fair, the bin men aren't garbage trucks. They're sanitation workers. They're not the trucks. Come on. Ooh, Python 3 software properties. Ooh, it's getting hot. Is there temperature? Ah. Don't show this message again. I don't know if there's temperatures anywhere. I don't see it. But anyways, I will show you the software that I've developed because I have a set of test data that I had Claude generate so I could see it. So garbage service where you live. You have to take everything to a dump transfer station. Some places in the UK are like that too. They have like refuse sites. Some places in Canada are like that too, but it's kind of rare. Typically in Canada, the dump is where you would go see bears. They hang out at the dumps. And then people hunt bear and eat them with their dumpy food. That's interesting. On the screen here, I don't see anything behind this text, like this text, for example. But on the capture, I see there's something behind here. I could see it's the terminal is translucent. But on like the actual screen I'm looking at, I can't see it. That's weird. Your dump is a bunch of bins. Sudo apt update sudo apt upgrade. Yeah, yeah, I done that. That's what it's doing now. Okay. So now, do I have Firefox? Does a web browser work? Just generic web browser. I don't think so. Also, why is there so much stuff to update when this image is like a couple of days old? Oh, everything got slowing down to a crawl. Okay. Sudo apt get Firefox. Invalid. Sudo apt install Firefox. Is there an yes. Reboot? Why would you reboot? I thought Linux was the no reboot system. So here's my question. Will apt get me the right version of Firefox, or did I need to specify something? And also, where will it show up? It'll get the latest version in the repository. Okay, so meaning that if it doesn't work with ARM, it'll still install it? There's no like branches of the repository. Also, Curtis, let me know if I didn't give you permission to get my software. Wow, 90 kilobytes a second. Oh, still eating breakfast. Yeah, no problem, no problem. You have the option to not reboot if you want to do 30 commands in the terminal. They stopped taking electronics at your fly tip. Isn't fly tip a very British term? Where are you in the US, Jackie? I assumed you're at your desk, Curtis, so disregard me. All this just to get online, just so I can ask an AI how to install stuff. Well, let's take a tour through my software then. So this is my software. So first and foremost, you will notice you know what? First and foremost, inside of here is just 3 files main.exe and then my test data. So just double click main.exe. So this is it. So you got expense entry and income entry. And then all you do is you drag something into here, and then you type stuff like the date, the vendor name, the total cost, the amount of taxes you paid. Actually, I can turn that off. So track HST is off now. So there we go, it's off. You type out a description. Then you put in the category. So this is all the tax lines. So all the tax form lines. Then the capital cost expenditures, and then your use of home office. Or you can add another category here. So you don't need to you don't need to like modify the code. Same thing with the income. Then when you have your income, all your stuff, it has a dashboard. Oops, I didn't open. Okay, let me open the session. So open session. Ah, okay, it has a bug. It has a bug. It does. Okay, I need to. I'll put that. I'll make note of that. So you won't have the. Oh wait. Okay, hold on a sec. Move here. It has a slight bug. But that's okay. I just put the folder. I put the folder in the wrong thing. Open session. Select folder. So it has a slight bug I'll have to fix. But anyways, so here is some generated data that Claude generated for me, so for testing purposes. So it has your total income for the year, your total expenses for the year, your net profit and loss, how much you owe for your Canadian pension plan, the estimated quarterly tax you'll have to pay. This is when you actually file your taxes. These are all the information you need to put in on your T2125. And then it tells you how much deductible you have for, how's it going, Ian? How much deductible you have for your vehicle mileage. Here is the section for the use of your home, but it's auto-populated from the other thing. Here's your capital cost expenditure calculators. So, you know, when you have something, when you buy something big, here's the ledger where you can edit all the entries. Here's the mileage tracker for your vehicle. Here's your tax calculations. This is the cool part I added too. This is a reference section. And this is cool. So this is telling you like what each line item in your T2125 you have to fill. Yeah, just make sure there's a bug right now, Curtis. I'll fix it some other time. You have to make sure that when you open this and you save your session or something, it makes a data folder. Just grab the just grab the 2026 test and drag it into that data folder, and then it'll work properly. So this is basically an AI overview of what kind of stuff you put in each thing. So if you go here like telephone and utilities, okay? So what this category covers, business phone costs and utility costs dedicated to business premises, not your home. If you work from home, utilities go in home office, and then they even show you like common examples: dedicated business landline, business cell phone plan, 100% business only phone. So it deals with all this stuff. Like here, motor vehicle expenses, common examples, gasoline, diesel fuel, vehicle insurance premiums. Like this is all this stuff. Here, office expenses, papers, pens, notebooks, sticky notes, folders, binders, USB drives, SD cards, cables. So all of this stuff goes on there. So it shows you. Tips. Many people put software subscriptions here. That's correct and common. Software as a service tools are not capital. Okay? Here's the cool part. Let's say that, you know, every day you get a couple uses of Gemini Pro. So what you can do is you can hit edit here. So I'm on office expenses. And then you hit edit. Here is literally the actual document. You can type whatever you want here and then save it, and it will save it or reset to default. So you can ask like Gemini to refine the list and do it yourself. You don't have to do it in code, and you can always just reset it to default. So back to the way it was. I think this is super cool. And then your settings, custom categories, you've got your CCA rules. Oh, and here's this. There's CCA rules for defaults, but you can actually ask an AI, watch this, you click this, because the CCA rules change every year. So look at this. Step 1, copy prompt to AI. So I use Canadian self-employment tax software that stores CCA as a JSON, blah, blah, blah. So you can ask an AI, you just paste this shit in, and the AI will give you a response. You copy it and you put it there, and then you hit validate and apply, and it'll fix all the CCA rules for the whole piece of software. This is incredible. Like, this is the tax software of my dreams. And here it is. And so this is written in like VS Code in Python. And all of the data is stored in a JSON file. That means, that means you can open it in a notepad, just in Notepad, and you can audit it. You can make, this is all just on my PC, all local. So it's all saved as a JSON. So you can actually make yourself a Python script to double check all the numbers. Like, I think this is incredible. I think this is awesome. I can't believe this worked so well. Oh, and I forgot to mention, when you drag a PDF or an image into here, so either you screenshot your receipts online or you scan them or whatever, and you type in the information, it then sorts and files, again, locally, your images and PDFs according to the vendor name, the year, and the and like a reference number. And on top of that, on top of all that, here in the settings, so here is the main save path, but you can add a secondary backup path. This is for my my self-employed stuff. Okay, hang on. I'm going to fix Mr. Ireland. Share request. Share. Okay. Giver. So, so you put another another location here, and it'll save simultaneously to both locations, so I can save it directly to my NAS. And the other thing is that every change you make, it saves copies of those changes. Like I think I told it to do 50 or so. So in case you're working on something massive and it crashes, you still have your data. This is, to me, this is the duck's guts. Absolutely the duck's guts. I just have to write down that there's that weird thing. It has to be in the proper subfolder. But other than that, I love it. And this is all written in Python. I asked Claude to go crazy with the comments so that I understand. Like, it is incredible. I thought we crashed here. Oh. We lost it. So I have to say it took about, I'll say it took about 2-3 hours with Copilot to code the base, and then I subscribed to Claude, and it fixed it immediately. And so while I was watching a podcast, I asked Claude to do some changes. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. I asked Claude to do some changes, and basically I worked on it maybe about 2 hours. Okay, we're back. Close. Oh, it's still going. Jesus Christ. Why is it downloading the same thing over and over and over? Is something wrong here? That's weird. All I want to do is play with my SBC, but it looks like it's in an endless loop. Am I missing something, or is this legit? Looks like it's been downloading the same file like 100 times. Oh boy. Oh boy. Am I doing something wrong here? Maybe it's subtracting more tax. All it does is calculate my expenses, and then you just fill your boxes. All you do is you put your. That's legit. There was probably a carriage return. Okay. No tariff rebates here. The Canadians aren't paying the tariffs. The only tariffs that Canadians paid are the counter tariffs. Americans pay for their tariffs. It's all the same download. Okay. Prusa is now selling a 3D printer for deep pockets. Prusa Signature Oak. Oak cabinet or Core 1 printer. It's pretty. Let's go take a look. I thought Prusas were already Prusas for deep pockets. Because I know how many shipping to Canada. Continue to shop. I know how many Centauri carbons I can buy. Prusa Pro? What's it called? Sorry? Prusa Signature Oak. Ah, here. Okay. So they're just raising money. I don't blame them for doing this. The thing is, in every vertical, there are whales. And that's where companies make a shit ton of money for doing little effort. So let's say they made 250 of these, right? They're going to give away like 50 of them to influencers, to like leadership in the company and all this stuff. And then the whales are going to buy the other 200. And that 200 is going to pay for all of the R&D, all of the development, and all of the quarterly profits, essentially, for this. Yeah, it's both. Yeah. Personal quote process. Wow. Yeah, there's not even a price. I don't blame them for doing this. I think I think there's a place in the market for separating people from their money. I think there are people who money isn't an object, and so that's I get it. I'm not gonna complain about that. What I do complain about is this, the Core One, being $1,900, and it doesn't come with a camera. No filtration. So, camera. It's an extra $50. So it's $18.49. A camera is $50. You could buy a good quality Logitech camera for that, and I believe this is like shit tier. Another $100 for look, a fan with a filter. I think that's ridiculous. You know what they should have done? What's the price of fuel? Hang on a sec. I don't know. It's like $1.50 to $1.60 per liter. $1.50 to $1.60 per liter. Give me a sec. I used 7-Zip, Curtis. 7-Zip. Password is that's a fun word. Carburant. Carburant. It's the French word. If I didn't Google would scan it and delete the exe. It's like $6 a gallon. Let's say 160 CAD per liter to USD per gallon. So 438 USD per gallon. That's the worst case scenario. We can look. So yeah, carburant is a French word, but I understand because a lot of the Latin languages use very similar root words. So let's see if we can find a gas station. Ottawa is so like car dependent that we'll find a gas station. Just clicking random places. I guess downtown would not be a good idea. There's snow. First of all, good morning, BitLooney. There is snow, like overnight it's been snowing. Oh, there's a gas station, but you can't see the price. Bastard. Oh yeah, well, you'll probably be able to see a Tim Hortons at some point. Tim Hortons. Okay, I'm gonna just search gas prices in gas prices in Ottawa. I just don't want to be doxxed. Today's gas prices. When was this? March 18th, yesterday. Yeah, between 150 and 160. Yeah, fuel is expensive. Fuel is expensive because of some idiot, I guess. I don't really. You guys can fill your own. Can figure out what's going on. So roughly, for $4.31 US per US gallon, and that's the price. BitLooney, if I was shopping for a new or newer car, I would 100% have an electric car. Okay, so I think we installed Firefox. Where does system? Where does Firefox install to? Does that work? Do I have to go sudo Firefox? Mini excavator will also be converted. Did not mean to distract you, just thought it was a fascinating way for the company to pull some extra income. Oh, no, that's fine. The streaming is all about distracting. Failed to MKDIR. Yes, ITT, that is actually how that works. Because all gas stations are independent businesses here. Oh, it's working. We have Firefox. Oh my God, it's not working very fast. But we've got, what? It broke again. Okay, we're back. Like okay, here processor's like nearing maxed out. Did you screw off? I think the fact that I'm using a splitter is screwing with this a little bit. Oh, this is slow. This is slow. Made banana bread yesterday. Might have some with your coffee. Oh my god. Okay, so let's go to a random website here. Oh my god. I wouldn't replace my desktop with an Orange Pi PC, I'll tell you that. Hello? McFly? Oh, we're at 100%. Rendering the web page. Oh my god. Oh, it's because our RAM is almost full. This is not, this hasn't gone well. CH32V003. What? This is Armbian running on an Orange Pi PC, which has a Allwinner H3 processor. The plan is to use this little SBC to communicate with my test equipment. This is kind of brutal. I don't know, like, I know Python is going to be lighter than Firefox. Here, let's try something else here. Let's go to Wikipedia. Should be a better optimized website. You just bought a new clamp meter. Very nice. Yeah, Unity. So my UDP 3305S power supply and my UT8805E multimeter. And I think also my function gen. Let me check. Yes, my function gen as well. UTG 1042X. They can all be controlled and spit data out. Oh my god. I was trying to use the stuff I have here, but I think this will have to be running in headless mode. Screw off. Go away. Oh my god. This is painful. Your old one starts to show wear and tear. We went on a shopping spree recently. I'm falling in love with the DP100 PSUs. What you and your partner do in the privacy of your own home, that's all you. You can DP all you want. DP100 PSU. In Canada, the supermarket try to get the maximum price customers will pay where you are. Yeah, we have an oligopoly. Oh, okay, the minis thing. Yeah, the small one. This is okay. That is pretty small. Hold on a sec. Oh, you bastard. Hang on. Okay. If you're They're passive. Very nice. Let's check here. What is this again? First of all, I'm not signed in here, so I'm very sorry if sex toys show up. AliExpress is kind of wild. We're DP 100. So I don't know if this is a new buyer. Oh, fuck off. No, this is regular price. Okay. DP 100 of the USB-C. Oh, I see. Okay, you can use like a GAN charger, or you can use a regular power supply. That's pretty cool. I like it. Fit in the palm of your hand. You can be controlled over a USB from the browser. Yeah, I have got power supplies coming out of my ears at this point. So I won't be interested unless they send me one. But I like the idea. I do get it. I do get it. What are we doing? Okay, we made it to Wikipedia. It's all USB PD. But can you use a regular barrel jack power supply? Because, oh, fuck off. This thing is not ideal. Can you use a regular barrel jack power supply though? Because USB PD is still kind of expensive. Although I guess I can make PD adapters. Okay, this is brutal. So I'm not going to be browsing the web. I'll have to do everything in code. Close. All right. I need. Anybody have a favorite IDE for, like, let's say Python? Gonna ask my old buddy. I have an Orange Pi PC, and it seems like it struggles to live on Ardean. Do you have a suggestion for a full featured IDE that I can develop Python in and use Git and all that jazz? It does not have a barrel jack. Pay the extra. Yeah. I wouldn't use a PD charger. I would probably use a AC to DC and then use the little decoy modules or whatever to turn it into a PD charger. But I do like the idea. I'm a fan. But I am also a serious fanboy of these read-ins. These guys. So this is the RD6018. I don't know if you can see that. RD6018. I have the 6024. They have a 6030 now, which I might get. I also like the read-ins because I can show them on camera. That board is built around an older chip. Yep. Yeah, here are the ingredient. Yeah, okay. VS Code via SSH. Yeah, okay. Yep. Perfect. Thorny. Genie. I do need coffee. Are you saying this because you need coffee, Locke, and you want me to step away so you can also step away and get your banana bread? By the way, we have like celebrities in the chat. Okay, Bit Looney is here. I have to entertain him. Zero memory provides syntax highlighting, code execution, and project management. Bit more old school, lacks polished mod. Okay, I don't think we want polished. Do I need to download anything on the Pi to get the SSH working? I don't. If the thing can handle much overhead. Well, Johnny, I wasn't even sure you were still here. You're very much a lurker. Sometimes you come and troll me, but that's fine. Chat always trolls me, and I am okay with that. Totally fine with that. My God, Claude Pro is so much faster than this. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Target IP address. Okay. So that is going to be a project for another day. And so the ideal is, okay, let's see, ran out of Pro already. What did I ask, like 2 things? Okay, so be honest. If I want to talk to my test equipment, like a 5.5 digit DMM and a function gen, etc., so I can have a display that is capturable by OBS. Is the Pi PC going to struggle? How about just capturing data to be made visual on my main PC? JLC approval request not coming today. Trying to get your stupid NAS to work. Interesting. I just upgraded BitLooney to mod, but he's not showing up. It's going to choke. Ugh. Okay, so I can do data logging. Perfect. So I feel like these Orange Pi PCs are really shit. But to get a more powerful SBC today is like expensive. I might as well buy a mini PC. So these guys, look, it's been sitting on my shelf so long that the lettering is faded. Waiting for assembly to be prepared so you can finally confirm it. Like, it sucks because I have 2 of these and I'd love to use them. I could use a Raspberry Pi because I have it in stock, but then this Raspberry Pi is forever going to be sacrificed for this. So this is a Pi 3 Model B, and this is a Pi 4. And how old is the Orange Pi? It's the Orange Pi PC. So let's check this. What is Orange Pi PC's release date? I'll check. But it just feels wrong to to have this thing chugging away at all times. Although it has USB 3. Does it have Wi-Fi? I don't know. Does anybody know? Does the Pi 4 have Wi-Fi built in? I don't think the 3 does. August 2015 for the Pi PC. It's supposed to compete with the Raspberry Pi 2. Yeah, my bench is a shit show at all times. 4s and 5s do. It's on the corner of the board. Yeah, this one is in a case. Also, turns out I have a 256 gig card in here. So that's just been sitting in here for like 2 years. Actually, this is embarrassing. I probably bought this before COVID. This has been just sitting here forever and ever. You want that card? You want my poor decisions that come with it? Do you know what you call a YouTuber that doesn't make videos? Me. Need to frickin' make some goddamn videos. Do you want to trade, Mr. Looney? Upload the retro. Yeah, I think right now there's a retro console on this. Do you guys want to see what's on this? I mean, I can just power it up. It might be embarrassing, but thankfully I can preview the monitor. Okay, so I'm going to shut down this Orange Pi. Applications, log out, shut down. Also, is there full-size HDMI on this? There is not. Oh, God damn it. Why? Why? Why do you do this to me? Look at this. Legit. Now I have to find an adapter. And I think my lovely wife might have my adapter, my adapter box. With the HDMIs, but we'll find that out momentarily. There and there. Okay, let's find an adapter. Orange Pi does not sound real. They should have come up with they should have used fruit or cream names for the pies. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I do have my HDMI box. Does it have my adapters? Oh. Okay, it doesn't have an adapter, but it does have the cable I need. Let's deal with this in my freaking complicated ass setup here. Need to find a better way to do this. Okay, that goes off. I just had the HDMI cable in my hands and I don't know where it went. Oh, is it still here? Is this the cable? No. Oh, here. Don't mind me. I'm losing my mind. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Old ass songs, anybody? Okay. Okay, I just need to vet what's actually on here, because I don't remember what sort of shenanigans I've been up to. Also, I don't know how to tell if this Pi is on. Oh, there's a light. Okay, something on the screen. I think. Oh, it's just Batocera. Screw off. It is supported. Batocera. So there is a retro console in there. Looks good, huh? I don't know if there's any games on here. Oh, there are. Oh, I think I know what this is. These are... Oh, this one's not scraped. So this is an image that you can find online where someone had done all of the porting. They've done all of the tweaking, and they just share like their actual setup. I think my splitter is shit. So this is, yeah, look at all these Dreamcast games. Wow. Shenmue, Soul Calibur. I need to go get a controller, don't I? Let me run upstairs. Okay, we're just gonna test to see that this works, and then also switch mode to gaming channel. Yeah, I wish. You have a Dreamcast down in your basement. I gave away my Dreamcast to a friend. I wasn't using it, and honestly, it's probably for the best. Okay, does this work immediately? No. What if I unplug keyboard and mouse? Maybe it'll default to this controller. Batocera is an incredibly powerful system. It's like, it's all like open source everything. Now I'm stuck. Okay, hang on. Let's just reboot it and just see if we connect it with just a controller. Polite video game nerd? No. No, no, no. How wonderful. Updated your Synology, latest security fixed, and had to spend an hour trying to get to the stupid thing working. So I'll tell you, LTT is invested in HexOS and that's what I used for my NAS. And it has been, I think it took like 7 clicks to set it up, and it has been like perfect. By the way, does anybody have any requests here for games to try? Make sure this works. Oh, I don't know if this controller, I don't think this controller works. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go try a different controller. Oh my god, why is this so tight? So this is it's a 8-bit do. Yeah, this doesn't work. Ugh. And this is the cable that came with it. I'll go get an Xbox controller, I guess. Hopefully the USB-C doesn't backfeed into the batteries. It shouldn't. What's this? Game Boy, Super Mario Land. I had Super Mario Land growing up. Probably don't remember it. Game Boy Regular. And then if I go search, SUPER. Oh wow. Why is it black bars? You guys getting audio? No. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. This is B. Oh god. The car trips home. I think that first pipe was downable. Nope, this one is. I have to change the button layout. There we go. There we go. Give me my flower over here. I still remember that. Oh, that's not a flower. Wait, this one's a flower. Yes. Yeah, I remember this. Back in the day. Oh, you know what's funny? Here, let me pause this. So clearly it works. Hang on a sec. Let me switch cameras. Back to here. I think if I dig... Ugh. What's this? That is my original cartridge from back in the day. I don't remember how old I was. USB PDs, your local shipping company lost one of your parcels. How'd you get it so fast? It's funny because I think I saw it the other day and I was like, oh, this is where it is. And so I knew where to get it. I can't believe you actually asked for me to play this game because I actually have it here. Now, what I can't find is my original copy of Pokemon Blue. I don't know where that went. I'm just looking. to see if my old my Game Boy DMG is within reach. I don't know if it is. No, I don't see it. I do have something else cool. If you just bear with me for a second, I just have to go through my mess here. Oh. I do have, I mean, it's not in the best shape. I will admit to it. The Legend of Zelda in the gold cartridge. Beauty. So, yeah. By the way, this is a shit game. I mean, for the time, it was great. But yeah, not phenomenal. It's such a shit game, like objectively shit game. Best game of all time. Hold on, maybe I could reach the best game of all time. What do you guys think is the best game of all time? I think I have it here. No. Oh my God. I'm stepping on a whole bunch of crap. I hope it's not useful stuff. Ugh. God, I'm so old. Uh-oh. Do I not? Where? Huh. Okay. Apparently, I don't have my copy of Ocarina of Time here, which is the best game ever made. Well, while I'm stuck in my retro corner now, I'm going to see if I can find my DMG. I really need to clean up back here. Actually, this area where I'm standing is going to be my thumbnail area eventually, when I stop being ridiculous. Huh. Well, I don't have... Okay, apparently I don't have my copy of Ocarina here. I'll have to find that, because, yeah, Ocarina of Time was a formative game when I was a kid. Jesus Christ. All right, so back to seriousness. Ocarina of Time, yeah. I think I might have Super Mario 3. So what you need to know about me is my first console ever was my Game Boy, if you count that as a console. My first home console, though, was a Nintendo 64. So the NES games I got when I was in high school. It was after the NES was basically worthless. I have a big stack of games. So what you won't find from me is I don't have fond memories of playing Super Mario 3, except when we had family functions at my uncle's house. And my uncle's kids, my cousins, they had Super Mario 3. But because they had Super Mario 3, and by the time I was playing it, it was kind of like not cool anymore. Usually it wasn't even set up, so they didn't want to like bother setting it up, and yeah. So I don't have fond memories of that. I did play the hell out of my Game Boy, though. No, I do not have Super Mario Brothers 3 at hand, but there's another stack of cartridges I just can't reach. So, Yeah. So anyways, that's Batocera. I just want to try a slightly more demanding game. At some point, you're going to pull your Atari 2600. You've been assessing over your C128. Never had a home console. These old machines are an electronics project goldmine. You think so? I don't know if the interest is there. Like if you look, how do you... Oh, this is to change the color palette. How do you... Oh, that's the palette. How do you exit a game in Batocera? There's the turbo button. Okay, so this is the palette again. Like this? Yes. Okay. Let's try just a more demanding game to make sure it works. Let's try a non-Nintendo game. Because Nintendo is like litigious. What? How come you guys aren't seeing? Oh, did this... Hold on. Did the stupid capture card fail? The capture card is very fragile. Through no fault of my own. There we go. Because it is dangling by a thread. Press start button. I think this is start. Yes. Yes. God, this takes me back. This is my childhood. Ha! Still got it, folks. Still got it. The Commodore user ports were directly controllable. Okay, let me beat this, and then it's time to get coffee. Oh no, my screen froze. This stupid not capture card. The HDMI switch is screwing me. All right, we can exit. Okay, so time to get some coffee. And I guess we can download Raspbian. Let me start the Raspbian download. Webcam, screen, Raspbian. Raspberry Pi OS. Yes. Okay, compatible with my 4. Gonna hit the download on that. Wait. I'm gonna do the full download. Save. How big is it? 1.9 gigabytes. Okay. All right, BitLooney, thanks for being here. I'll be back with some coffee. So it'll just be a few moments. You guys can look at my retro games while I go. Stupid lighting in here. All right. Be right back. Okay, I am back. So let's see if I have an SD card I can sacrifice for this. I'm gonna have to re-up on my SD cards, which sucks because they're expensive. Let me see, what do we got here? Okay, let me just back this up. Just backing up a, oh Jesus, 14 gig stuff. And then we can use that SD card. Are we zoomed in, by the way? Nope. I always find this view angle so crazy. Okay, so Batocera is now disconnected. We will put the controller over somewhere else. And then we are going to set up keyboard and mouse. There's, of course, USB has to be plugged in 3 times. Like so, disconnect power. I don't know how to power on and off a Raspberry Pi, it seems. Okay, so we need to label this Batocera. I don't have a good way to label this. If I put it literally anywhere, it will disappear. So it needs to go where all my SD cards go. Okay, so make a little flag out of tape here. And then we'll put this on here and on here. Then we can write on it Pi 4 Batocera. Put those in a small baggie with a piece of paper. Yeah, probably should. So Pi 4 and then Batocera. Okay. I have like a tray on top of my computer. My computer is like old enough that it has like a tray on the top. And all my SD cards go in there. But the problem is that they're unlabeled, so I have to plug them in to see what's in them. Okay, so that's done. What's next? We just need the SD card, and the SD card is very slowly updating. Oh boy. So once we have the Raspbian OS installed, we're going to play with it a little bit. And then if we decide to go with that, let's see what a Raspberry Pi 4 would cost me today. Raspberry Pi 4. I don't need the whole kit and caboodle. 1 gigabyte, $100. Pi Shop. They only have the 5. It just feels so expensive. Okay, hang on a second, I'm gonna try something. Whoops, whatever. CA, okay, so expensive. It's like $200. Tough time spent. Yeah. Raspberry Pi boards. Okay, check. Boards. Thanks. 5. Ugh, why? 4. $150. Pi 5's got cleaned out a few weeks ago. I have to say, like, fun electronics, like a little bit higher than microcontroller, essentially, has just gotten unsustainable. Everything like SoC and up. It's just insanely expensive. What's the RAM in stock? 1 gig of RAM, yeah, not enough. How's it going, Franco? You didn't miss much. I'm just sort of like getting my bearings back. So they have, yeah, this is more expensive. That's not too bad. It's like plus the shipping. These are completed auctions, sold items. These are like add-in boards. What's this? Add-in boards. I want the actual Pi. So you get a compute module for 77. Let's go as cheap as possible. So 0 RAM 1. So 77.46 being cheapest. If I want with 78, that's worth it for an extra $1. Let's say 4 gigs of RAM. We're up to 150 Canadian dollars. But this is a compute module, so you need like supporting stuff. The thing is, I don't believe that there aren't Raspberry Pi 4s in the world collecting dust, but people aren't putting them up for sale. They're just not bothering. I'm gonna check the local market here. Did that.
It's just not loading. They were. My stack goes Pi 5, 16 NVMe, hat, PCIe splitter hat, AI V2 hat. Yeah, I want to buy. It's just way too much. Hang on a sec. What if I do the devil's dance and try Facebook Marketplace? $20 for an original Model B. $100 for the 3B Plus. 25 for the 2. $80 for a Pi 4 4GB with, I don't know, there's like goobers on it. It's expensive. You can load LLMs like Ollama into them. But Ollama on Raspberry Pi sucks. Like, compared to just using your whatever GPU. Because, like, hold on, what's RTX? Let's go 3060. So this is $140, and it will LLMs, large language models, so AI, and Ollama is a open source large language model handler. So look, this is a 3060 Ti, and it probably has 10x the speed. 3060 Ti tops. Here. Can you compare the tops of a 3060 Ti to the tops of RPi 5 8GB? So the Raspberry Pi 5 does 2 to 4 tops. That's tera operations per second. This card is 162 tops. It is insane, the difference. So I don't see, like, you get one, like here, let's go for Canada. Price plus shipping, yeah. So literally I can have one at my door for less than what the Raspberry Pi 5 costs. Empty box. This is, there's bids on it. Cooler and fans only. These are bids. All right, here, let's just check the sold items. So for $300 Canadian, oh, here. Look at that. For $145 Canadian. Arduino's putting out a new card that'll do 40 tops. Yeah, but it's, yeah, you're right. It's going to cost a small fortune. Does the Does the Raspberry Pi have an imager? It does. Why did I download the whole? Doesn't matter. And like 40 tops, again, is like far less than what an old ass, like when was this released? So like released a long time ago. And again, it does 40 tops compared to 162. It doesn't make sense. Now, sure, whatever. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're doing it for shits and giggles, if you're doing it for fun, for experimentation, total different ballgame. All right, so we got a 4. Next. Pi OS recommended. SDXC, make sure it's the correct thing. Yes. Hostname Dan. Shits and well, yes, no. Shits and giggles can be whatever you want. I am not judging that. But I agree that it's crazy for what it is. Can you not have capitals? This will be changed. This will be changed. Here, let me. I don't actually remember my SSID. Oh, I did know it. Next. Enable SSH. What is Raspberry Pi Connect? Right. And throw $500 at something when you want to get a little bit more serious about it. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You dick. Continue. It is writable. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, the card is no longer being seen.
Okay, hang on a sec. Let's try a different adapter. So the card is now unseeable by the system. So it ejected the drive.
And now the drive is gone. Disk. Disk management. Why doesn't anything just work?
I'm opening up my disk manager here. The problem now is I can't use Rufus anymore to just say screw it. It's there. My disk manager formatting it cannot be done because of an I/O device error. Refresh my drives. Oh, it's there now. Okay, it's working. Let's not mess with anything. Writing. Oh. I think everything Linux just hates me. I think that's my number one problem. Everything Linux related dislikes me so much. Also, is my C drive getting full? No, plenty of space. Good. Good, good. So anyways, if you guys are planning on ever doing some AI funness, go look for a used like 3060 or 4060. You can even get 2 of them and you'll do AI. I have
I have a 5070 Ti with 16 gigs of RAM, and it's not enough for certain tasks. So you got to be careful. But like, to use a Raspberry Pi for AI is like insane to me. It's insane. Let me see. What are the tops in Ryzen 7530? Is that it? What did I buy? Give me a second here. My orders. Gonna check that mini PC I bought. 7430U. It's a toy, for sure. Ouch. It's just, ooh. Actually, the Pi 5 is very close. However, this is, you get a full computer for this. Although this one's pretty crazy. Copilot Plus ready. Get out of here. So let's check the price of Raspberry Pi 5s. Raspberry Pi boards. So yeah, 5 with 1 gigabyte. Actually, that's reasonable. There's not enough RAM. 2 gigabyte, not reasonable. For 1 gig of slow ass RAM, it's like almost, it's like $26, $27. Not reasonable. You probably want about 4 gigs of RAM minimum. So we're at 115. Let's check price ascending. Pi Picos. This is how much I can get the Pico for locally. Pi Zero, 15 bucks. Zero W. 02W. So 4 1 gigabyte is the cheapest. Well, 3 A plus. This has 1 gigabyte. That's the cheapest full-fledged Raspberry Pi. What's this at? Oh, it's done. No. Don't format. Finish. So this is the cheapest mainline. And then the Pi 4 1 gigabyte is the next. Then 3 Model B, 3 Model B Plus, Pi 5, 4 2 gigs. Yeah, I think I'd get a 5 2 gig, but still, why is that so expensive? Okay, let's go over to the Pi 4 and let's see the installation process for Raspbian. Okay, that's in there. Plug her in. Light is on. Let's hit the capture. Whoa, what's going on here? I have to say, the Raspberry Pi stuff is much more polished than like the open source stuff, like Armbian. Wow. Okay, we are directly in. Oh, this is the stupid video issues because of my HDMI switch.
Maybe. Did it just crash? I don't have any signal here either. Oh. What is going on? Is this going to boot loop? If this boot loops, I'm going to be pissed. Because I did nothing wrong. I used their own tools. Okay, here's my mouse. You guys are seeing that too. Okay, connected. Okay, first of all, right off the bat, this is a way more usable experience. Like, I can actually see myself. I'm not going to speak too quickly. But this actually feels like you could use this as a computer. Franco equals sleepy. Oh, that's a string literal. Sorry. Equals sleepy. Viewer equals the viewer is, and oops, Curtis equals working. Okay, and then print f string viewer space Curtis dot. Okay, so if I execute this, the viewer is working. Good. So that works. Now let's do support Ukraine, right? In Thonny. Is Thonny made by Ukrainian? Okay, and if we change this to Franco, run, viewer is sleepy. Oh, don't need that extra space. Viewer is sleepy. Good. No, not going to save anything. That's good. Let's use good old Firefox. Python coding, super. Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Anent. It's not fast. Definitely not fast. But it's usable. Okay, and okay, that works. Okay, graphically this is slow. Zooming in was very, very slow. But it does seem to work. Okay, let's go up here and we'll go to K. That better not have boot looped. Simple. Oh, missing an E. Okay, yeah, this loads way faster. Good. Articles. Go to the NRF. This is very usable. I don't think this could be my everyday PC. But this is very usable. I'm guessing the 5 must be faster. What's the 5 like? Oops. In terms of raw performance, what is the difference between the ARPi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assuming they all have 2 gigs of RAM, and when comparing, set the 4 as a baseline. 5 is faster but runs hotter. Yeah, I'd love a 5 to experiment with, but okay. So, oh my God. That is much faster. Wow. I didn't realize this. The 5 would be like 2 to 3 times faster. We need to do a cultural exchange this summer, Curtis. Next time I head down to in your way, I'll bring my boat. We go fishing. Okay. So now I want a 5. Pi 5s are super pricey. Any tips? Buy one as cheaply as possible, or try for some off-brand ones like the Radxa. I have to go up and work on my trailer at some point, but right now it's still frickin' snowing. Like, it's snowing now. Here. Pick a random. Look, it's snowing. You see this? That's snow. Stop. It was like 15 degrees a week ago. Stop. Yeah, good luck with that. People around here don't give any discounts. Get the starter kit. Thing is expensive, and I'm gonna be honest, YouTube hasn't been performing well lately, and
I haven't been working a lot lately because there's nothing to do. Usually winter is like dead for mechanics. So, I don't think I can outlay. I don't think it's a smart idea to outlay. Actually, $100 is doable. Is it? Let me check my bank account. Where's my phone? Let's see. I haven't paid taxes yet either. So that's gonna really sting. Let's see. Jesus Christ. Did that just not update? Why is my credit card so high? Sometimes I pay my credit card and it doesn't show. I'm just gonna hope that that's. Just gonna hope that didn't update yet. Because if so, no. I think this might be a decent spot. Pi 5 with 4 gigabytes. I didn't realize the 5 was going to be so different. I do know you need an active cooler, right, for the 5. Welcome back, Johnny. Curtis, do you have a use for Orange Pi? Because I'm getting pretty sad that it's pretty shit. And if you want one, I'll just give one to you. You can only buy one. Fuck off. These are welcome deals. 173, that's more than... I don't know if they'll do local pickup. Can I do local pickup? Does not offer internet. Can be picked up. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, you can. Okay. So now that I've pretty much decided, Pi 5 kits. Let's see how much a kit would cost. Spring is coming and it's time for plants. Made a little thing for 3D printer owners. What is plant label maker? Do you need dual color or is it pause? Here, let me show. If B.E. Bergdalia. CNCD. I just had an internet hiccup there. Insidious Williams. Ew. So I hope you know that if I were to show this on my channel, people would berate the shit out of me. They'd be like, "Oh, why are you making plastic waste for things that you could just use a stick for?" That's because the tech support in Prusa Slicer really sucks, yeah. You think selling $2,000 printers, they would be able to make that work. So as much as I'd love to show this off, people are gonna freaking berate me. All right, back to here. Back to shopping. Budget kit. Starter kit. 16 gigs, Jesus. So $200. What does that get you? Active cooler, HDMI cable, a official SD card, power supply, oh, it's a PD power supply. Okay. Makes sense. 194, but then there's this budget kit. It doesn't have the cooler. Is that not a good idea? Screw off. Turns out this is reusable. This is expensive. How much is a cooler worth? Like $5. Or I'd probably get this full shenanigans here. Fuck off. Probably get this full shenanigans. And then you don't need a case, because that is the case. I might just pick up the Raspberry Pi itself. But first we need to do some coding. Okay. So it's not very expensive. I do want to see what it looks like. I want to see the cutouts. I want to see the thermal pads. This is passive. Don't want passive. These things are cool. The tower coolers. This is very cool. That's a big tower cooler. I do love this thing. That's way too great. Screw off. More options. Okay. Can I just tell you to not show up ever again? Block element. This whole... I'm gonna grab this whole thing. So that's not what I was looking for. I want the case that looks like a PC case. Yeah, this. Kind of pricey though. Okay. Just curious. Okay. Help me set up my VS Code to SSH into my RPi 4 that I just set up on Raspbian. Yes, tons of people, tons of stuff that we make is not useful. Sudo raspi config terminal Control Alt T. Why is the text so small? Hold on, what's the resolution? I feel like this is running at 4K. Desktop. Display. Where's my display? Performance. Wow, found my printer. Resolution. Okay. Can I scale? Can I scale? Can I? Oh. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I scaled it by accident. Preferences. Oh, zoom in. Control Shift. There, so you guys can actually read. Okay. Config. Good. Are you? Yeah. Okay. Interface options. SSH should be on. Options. SSH. Yes. Okay. I don't know what my password is, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. Hostname -I. Finish. Okay, 57. Um, uh, Okay, VS Code, can open that here, VS Code. By the way, I love VS Code. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have my freaking Claude code. Close folder. Okay, here. Not right now. Okay, so click that. Hang on a sec. Trying to do two things at once. Add new SSH host. Host. What are you guys seeing? Okay. Then I have to do Dan at 192.168.2.57. Okay, and then choose the first configuration file. Sure. Click connect. I think we are in setting up SSH. Do I need a password somewhere? Linux. Continue. Password, yes, there. Password is damn it. I don't remember my password and I just set it up. Retry. Linux. I forgot the password I just set up on the Pi. Can I change it in the terminal? PASSWD. Okay, hang on. If I go here.
Okay. So no, I don't remember the password. Sudo password pi. Stupid. Frickin'. Gonna have to buy a new. Something is going wrong because it actually like stops working for a minute. Oh. New password. Okay. Okay, and then have to use my regular temporary password or else I never remember. I tried to use a different temporary password and it did not go well. Retry? It's not working. Linux. Enter password. Oh, it took a moment. Okay. Okay, so we are in. Something's going on here, don't know what. So let's open folder. Okay. Again. Okay. So, how do you, Anita, view terminal? Okay, and then coding projects. CD coding projects. There I am. So file, open folder. And coding projects. Okay. So that should work now. Good. Password again. Okay. So here we go. That's okay. We will go here and how do you view? You have to go here. So let's install Claude. Yes, sounds good. I will read and I'll check it out on Discord. Okay, so this should be installing. Okay, and then there and close this. And then project viewer and close this and then
I'll just need to subscribe, open, authorize. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Terminal, screen, okay. So, touch instructions.txt. We can open this. Actually, it should be MD, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, that needs to go over on this side. Okay. Okay, so instructions. So here is the plan. Language, Python. A script that will run on startup. I just want to show you guys the strength of Claude Code. I have Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't want to run a community. And if I did want to run a community, it wouldn't be on Discord. So I use Discord for communication. So, you know, you can reach me on Discord. But I keep Discord kind of separate. Does that make sense? Okay, they'll run on startup. Which will poll to see what test equipment is plugged in via USB. I do want to mess with Meshtastic. Likely candidates for being plugged in UT. I just want to show, I'm going to be finishing stream soon, but I just want to 3305S 5S power supply UT UT8805E 5E EMM, and then UTG 1042X UTG 1042X function generator. At the press of a button on the GPIO, the script will grab all the relevant data from the tool and save it as a CSV with the time and date. Relevant info is voltage, range, range, display values, etc. This info needs to be until the button is pressed again. Both needs to be parsed so that it can be used to visualize data. tool, name, range, display values, etc. Okay, so here's how good Claude Code is. You are currently working in a Raspberry platform Raspberry Pi 4 OS Raspbian. Check out the instructions.txt. That is the project I want you to do. And I also want you to document it aggressively with comments so that a relative beginner will be able to follow the logic. Okay, I also want to do one more thing. I'm just going to check my Claude subscription. Just because it has a usage value. So I want to show you how much usage you get out of it. Usage. Okay, so right now I use 13% of my weekly allowance. And here we go. So you press go and watch this thing burn. It is pretty crazy. Oh shit, I should control S, right? Like, I'm learning to code, but what's crazy is that I can get stuff done now and learn how to fix it later. You know what I'm saying? Like as I learn, I can use this. It's pretty insane. Forming. And what I love about this is you just set it to do stuff. Excuse me. Set it to do stuff. And you let it go. Like, I could be watching my podcasts that I watch all the time, and this thing will just do it. I can seldom believe. And yes, it does take a little bit of thinking, but like, you can be literally watching a movie and quote unquote coding on the side. Or in my case, what I've been doing is I've been coding on the side, and then to learn to code, and then swapping to this window to give it further instructions or to try the build or whatever. It's insane. What's this doing? I want to make sure that this doesn't go to sleep. Is there like a power settings? Preferences, control center? Oh, this is what I was already on. Oh, there's interfaces. Oh, no. Theme. Taskbar. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't go to sleep. Okay. Also, I'm gonna see if I can buy a Ugreen HDMI switch. Oh, sorry, splitter. Yeah, for $11, I think that'll be way more reliable. Oh, no, I don't want it hardwired though. Okay, not hardwired. Yeah, $11. Worth every penny. Okay, here we go. So there's nothing. It's doing stuff. So you have to ask it, can you do that? Yes. Yep. There are no files, my friend. Me too, Franco. And I'm going to program by hand. I just want to show you, like, while you're learning, this is ridiculously good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can make stuff now, which I find is crazy. So right now, I guess I wasn't specific because it's like, where are all these things that he's talking about? It's just realizing now that it's going to have to do all that work, not me. It's not asleep. Price of the subscription for the AI, I think, should be 4 times. Yes. ITT, you are completely correct. That's why I've decided to capitalize on it while I still can. And hopefully, by the time that the pricing gets updated, I will know enough about coding that I won't need AI. That is the big plan here. That is the big plan. So this is taking quite a while, and I'm looking at my usage. So my chat is 6% used. Oh, yes. Yes. I think it's confused, to be honest. From magazine fixing the bugs. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is, Franco. As long as you don't oversell your own skills, right? To me, I didn't learn it until I can do it myself. In fact, all of the coding that I have done myself. So again, we can go look at this. Right, and then repos, and then this. And then in this branch, so this is me. Like, I coded all this. But I coded all this once. Right? Until I can do this again and again and again without like looking it up every time, I don't even consider this to be learned, even though I'm the one who did all this. Does that make sense? Okay, good research. Now have enough to write the script. All 3 instruments use USB serial CH340 341 bridge via dev TTY USB. I'll use Pi serial for communication and serial tools. .list ports auto detect. Yeah, I 100% agree with you, ITT, and it's already started. I believe the thing you sent me, the CEOs were saying that that they've seen no no improvements to productivity with AI, which you wouldn't, right? Unless you're running 3 or 4 of these in sequence, you probably could. But again, it would have to be simple enough coding. Okay, this is the big lie about AI. The coding needs to be simple enough that a senior dev can knock it out in a couple of days. And then Claude could do this perfectly. But you're never going to code an entire video game using it, for example. I mean, you could, but it would take you a lot of dev time to make it all work together. And that is irreplaceable. But yeah, this thing is like thinking away like crazy. I didn't realize what I'm asking it to do was way more complicated than what I had already asked it to do for my other thing. But I guess here there's no basis. I just wrote an English plan, and it's figuring out how to attack it at the moment. I just wanted to do its first pass of code, just so you guys can see how magical it is. I also didn't realize how long it was taking because I was watching a podcast while I was working on my software. Oh, look, it's already made code. Holy crap. It wrote, that was 1,000 lines of code. It just dumped. So here's library imports, third-party imports, systhreading, tool list, instrument logger service, vendor ID grabbing, find the serial ports. Okay, so done. Here's what was created. Main script, 460 lines. Requirements. Oh, you have to pip install our requirements. Okay, system MD unit for boot auto start. Okay. Run the LSUSB with each instrument plugged in. The defaults are educated guesses. They vary. You'll get the output. So that was it. So you can customize the code. Yes, correct. So this is completely dumped. Okay. Does this use the open protocol to communicate with test equipment? You can ask it questions, everything. The indentations didn't match. Wow. So, yeah, there you go. How long would it have taken me to write this? A week. Now, when I'm a better... Okay, here. Not fully breakdown. USB test measurement class. SCPI. Visa. SCPI commands open standard transmitted over a cheap CH340 USB serial bridge. Proprietary binary packet format. What? do support USTMC. If your units turn out, okay, the part numbers are in the instructions.txt. You should have looked up if they support Lisa. No? I always complain to my AI. So that used, by the way, all this that I did used 1% of my weekly limit. Wrote his programs on paper. Wow. Yes. So here it's web searching. Just checking. We still haven't done more than 1%. It's great you have a cute code. Does it work? Don't know yet because I'm not digging out. I'm not going to try to plug a USB cable on those all those instruments that are pushed up right against the wall today. I just wanted to show you how it works, and then we can mess with this on the next stream essentially, because it's pretty much lunchtime. By the way, something I wanted to mention. No, I'll mention it another time when I'm sure of it. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how cool this is, and this coded my other project, the one I showed off. Gemini broke it like 10 times. Copilot broke it. See, look, if you look here, see I'm all the way up, maxed out on Copilot for the month, and then Claude came in and fixed it all. It was amazing. Anyways, I guess I'll call it here. We're going to continue this at some point. Probably need to get some videos made starting tomorrow. So we'll see about making videos tomorrow. But I will be here. So see you then. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day. Thanks for being here.